this is how you shop around for a medication Part D programs for Medicare. Part D. D for drugs. You just go to this website, type it in on the internet, and what you're doing, you're going to go here, this section here, click that, and continue with logging in, but for future reference, you want to create an account so it'll either save your medication list, or if you're already on a drug program, they'll keep track of your medication list for the future, and you can switch and shop around really easy with this. So at some point you want to create an account, but this is for newbies right now. And what happens is, to avoid all that, you just click continue without logging in, and what you're doing is you're looking for a drug plan Part D. Put in your zip code. They want to know which pharmacy that you go with. I just happen to have someone here that I'm working with. So this is Novato. And you don't get help from these programs. If you do, then you don't want to talk to me. You want to go, there's some other plans you can get. If you're not making a lot of money and you qualify for Medi-Cal, then you want to click something else. But this is not the place, okay? There's a special program for you. So anyway, hit next. Do you want to see compare your drug costs? Yes. And you want to see both mail order and retail pharmacy. Click that. And so I have a list. So this person has a list of these different drugs. And I don't know exactly. I'm going to say, oh, you have a choice of brand name or generic. So I'm just say generic until I hear otherwise. And they're going to tell you what dosages. So I don't know. So this is the most popular option here. That's what they normally do when you pick something. They give you the most popular option. Add drug list. There's 3 more drugs to put in. Okay. Atorvastatin is a generic. Lipitor. And 40 milligrams is the most typical drug prescribed. The 40 milligrams. There's multiple dosages, but this is the most popular. Keep going. Okay. One more. Not sure this is the right one. It's always important to type down the proper drug. Anyway, these 4 drugs are listed. So you're done. And typically CVS and Walgreens are really popular in regards to as size goes. So I always look for those 2 just to see how they compare to each other. Okay. Looking for Walgreens. Here we go. Okay. Then you're done. So you can only actually shop for 2 pharmacists. You have to go back and forth if there's more than other pharmacies. And Costco's usually pretty competitive too. So notice on the drop down box to the right, you go lowest drug and premium costs. And so with the 32 plans, it's going to reshuffle them. And this particular plan is the one that is the most popular, is Mutual of Omaha. Out of 32 plans, I look at this. I don't really care about the monthly premium because this is included in this. So when I scroll down, I don't really care what the monthly cost is, because overall it's the 4 drugs I'm taking, and as I go down the line here, it gets more and more expensive. So I don't really care what this is. It could be $99, it could be $12, but it's all incorporated into this cost. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go all the way down and look at the 4th page. So remember, it's like $22,000, right? Let's see the one on the very last on how much that costs out of pocket. So it can vary up to $4,000 with SilverScript. So that's why people shop out of the 32 plans. You kind of go for the best one, the least out of pocket. So I'm going back to page 1. Page 1. Okay. And what happens here, you can get more details here by clicking Plan Details on the left-hand side. It'll tell you this plan goes monthly as a $435 deductible. This is telling you how the different drugs are covered in different levels, but basically they're telling you this is the overall drug usage for these 4 drugs. So the one that's killing them is Trintellix. I don't know what it's for, but it's $376 retail. And in the beginning, you pay full price until you reach the $435 deductible. And then once you meet that, then it gets all a bunch cheaper. Okay? So what they're telling you here on the monthly site here for 2020, in the first month, you're going to pay that amount of money and 51. They're telling you that this plus that. So you're going to pay like $474 for the first month, and then add in 51 for everything else. So that's how this is going to play out. And depending upon your pharmacy, it could be different. So this is how, for example, this is how CVS's works, right? $1877 per month plus the premium cost, and you go look at Walgreens. It's $21.03. So CVS was cheaper than Walgreens. And then let's look. Mail order was $19.35. So you might want to just go mail order. They usually do it every quarter, every 3 months. They send it to you. So that's one of the considerations. So now, the other thing here is if this plan is of interest to you, take a look at this. You just need to click into here and enroll and start. And they're going to ask you for some stuff and questions, but that's the easiest way to go. Okay? Rather than waiting for an hour on a phone call. So if you want to enroll, you can enroll here or look at the plan details for this particular one. But this is how it gets all reshuffled. And what you can do is call them too. If you don't like doing enrollment stuff, they'll give you a little more details here, contact information, and they'll give you a phone number for this particular plan. Okay? Anyway, this is how people do it for the Medicare Part D, and you qualify to do this once you get Medicare Part A or B. A or B. And you have 3 months to do it. If you miss it, then you have to kind of wait to open enrollment. Open enrollment every year is October 15th to December the 7th. This is when you can submit paperwork. Open enrollment. I don't sell these things. We just kind of try to help you out and figuring out what to do. Okay? And we let you loose in signing up. And you call them or do it online. Okay? That's how they do it. Don't forget, a lot of people don't get the drug program at all. If you don't take any drugs, you don't need this, right? But don't forget, for every year, full year that you aren't on the drug program, you can always join up every January 1st in any year. You can join up. That's why the open enrollment is there from October 15th to December the 7th. You can always join up every year. But let's say you didn't join for 3 years, for example. They're going to multiply. There's a penalty of 12% per year times 3 years. So when you join up on the 4th year, you're going to pay 36% more money. And what they do, the Medicare Part D people, they look at the average monthly premium in the country, which is $40 a month, give or take. So a third of $40 is about $13. So when you join up on the 4th year, you're going to pay out an extra $13 per month permanently. So keep that in mind. Some people buy it when they don't have a drug use, and some people buy it just to avoid the penalty. But that's what happens. It's a 1% penalty per month for each month that you're not on the program. So it's about 12% a year. So keep that in mind for penalties. Okay?